All right, we are three-quarters of the way home here, folks, on the LA Sparks 365 Network, your 24/7, 365 comprehensive home for the WNBA and your two-time WNBA champion Los Angeles Sparks. Back here, folks, on the #1 show on the network. They like to call around here Sparks Fam, our free-flowing, open, interactive Twitter, Instagram, live Q&A, and email form. Of course, we joined in the Hang Up by Chris Savancy from the Ananar Studios up in Anaheim, California. Cal McClure back with you here from Studio 171 in San Diego. Of course, Chris, got a lot done in that last show. Talk about the big day out next Sunday. Other than that, man, how's it been going up there?
Nothing much. Just still can't believe all of the news.
By the way, Chris, I'm kind of shocked I've gone this far without mentioning Chris. It's kind of nice to have a quiet studio up there for once, man. What gives this evening?
I don't know.
Yeah, if only we could have had this quiet studio for like the past 300-plus shows we've done, we'd be in a very good position right now. With that, folks, here's our Sparks Fam ground rules. Of course, this is a Twitter, Instagram, email, and live Q&A form. So you can hit us up on Twitter. Our network handle, that was not mentioned, but the network was mentioned by Chris on ABC7 yesterday. Again, our handle is at LA Sparks 365. That is at LA Sparks 365. Hit me up on Twitter. My handle is at Calamac3. That is at CALLANMAC with the number 3. Or hit up Chris on Twitter. His handle is at LA SparksFan30. That is at LA SparksFan30. And pretty please include the hashtag SparksFam with your tweets. Again, that's why the name of the show is the hashtag. Again, that's what you use on Twitter. And of course, you guys can hit us up on Instagram too by tagging us in a photo, or mention us in the comments on a photo. On Instagram, my handle on IG is at Calamac311. That is at CALLANMAC with the numbers 311. Or hit up Chris on IG. His handle is the same as his Twitter handle, at LASparksFan30. You guys can send us an email. Our email address is lasparks365@yahoo.com, lasparks365@yahoo.com. Or join the world-famous Q&A lobby by clicking on the black box right down here in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. Once you click on the black box, they will redirect you to a new viewing page where you can watch the show live still. But from your computer, use your keyboard and ask us a live question here on the air. All right, Chris, with that being said, opening tip-off is in the air, and the ball comes down in your hands. Position your way. What do you got?
I'll start it off showing an IG photo from Sunleen, the one that took me to the black party, and we'll go there through screen share. Oops. And there it is. Finally, it's done for LA Sparks Fan Cave.
The Fan Cave game is going strong like my Aviator game is, even with Sierra Burdick not making the roster, folks, so of course that's good to see. Chris, one photo here, or a couple of photos, or yes, a couple of photos, Chris, from Mia. Chris, as we said, folks, at the top of the first show again, of course, WNBA President Laurel J. Ritchie with a tremendous deed tonight, giving Mia, who is the honorary coach of the Mercury, who suffers from rare bone marrow failure again, where her blood is only produces a certain blood cell. Again, she tweets, "It's hard to sleep right now. Thank you at WNBA Press for this ring. I love it. You are very thoughtful with a heart emoji and hashtag coach." Mia will go there courtesy of Google Talk Screen Share. Chris, as I said, man, you know, me being a blood donor, Chris, this gives me hope, man, that what we do on a day-to-day basis, Chris, touches the lives of so many people. And there is Maya, and there's Mia's ring, folks. So incredible to see. Again, I choked up a bit towards during it today, seeing that today. So again, a tremendous job done by the whole league, the league president, of course, the Mercury, for making this thing happen for Mia. With that, Chris, back over to you.
Let's see. Someone just, oh, the irony. Someone just tweeted Wow. Now it's on the news.
You were pretty close, man, to getting your favorite thing here on the network, but I'll let it slide for this time. One quick tweet from @HaleyGirl18 who says, if you haven't seen #Insidious Chapter 3 yet, go see it, but with people. Okay, Chris, that leads me to the question. What is the scariest movie you have ever sat through, and why?
Huh?
What is the scariest movie you have sat through in your entire life?
I don't know. Forgot.
If you folks want to know mine, it is Alfred Hitchcock's the original black and white Psycho. That is the scariest movie I've ever sat through my entire life. With that, Chris, back over to you.
Crystal tweets, this ain't the butterfly, it's the Tootsie Roll.
Hello, 69 Boys on a Flashback Friday where I was playing Backstreet Boys and Aaron Carter and 98 Degrees earlier today. Yes, folks, I admitted it right here on the show. There you go. Going back across Twitter, folks, at this point in time, one quick tweet. I had one, but I guess I don't have it now. I thought I saw one earlier. One quick tweet from @Jeff Perlman. He tweets, just saw Entourage movie, flawed, awkward, and I really loved it. Joyful return to life of my favorite show. Okay, so there's another movie review, folks. With that, Chris, back over to you.
Someone just tweet, my phone's dry.
Well, Chris, that can kind of be what Twitter is half the time on the show, but late at night. Dry, worse than California's drought. One more tweet, Chris, from Crystal at Pup1010. She says, Jurassic Park, can't wait. Back over to you.
Someone tweet, someone photoshopped my head on a T-Rex.
Oh, goodness gracious. No, I'm not. I don't want to see that one. No, can't do that one. Going back on Twitter, folks, tweet here from @47Sav. She tweets 1111. Make a wish, folks. Chris, back over to you.
I did not know you.
Huh. Oh, the irony. Oh, and speaking of which, about Callan just mentioned on which, someone just tweeted. The LA traffic in LA is insane. Not to mention, every time you want food, it's like 1 to 2 hour wait.
Oh. Chris, LA traffic, man, was so bad. Chris, the LA traffic was so bad last year, I had to postpone the meet and greet last year because it took me 4 hours to get from here up to LA last year. So that's why I'm leaving extra early this time around to get it to Los Angeles at a decent point in time this year. Don't remind me, man. That was awful last year. All right, we're going to go to Instagram real quick, folks. We're going to IG handles are at Calamac311 and at LASparksFan30. We'll go to one quick photo here from, let's see who's going to be the honorable first mention here on Instagram. We'll see who it will be, if I can find something at this point in time. That would be nice. Chris, one photo here from @Mike's Taco Club. They say the sun is setting, and we are just warming up, open late till 2 a.m. with hashtags of Ocean Beach, OB, San Diego, Ocean Beach Pier, You Stay Hungry SD, Open Late SD, and Mike's Taco Club. Chris, you know I love sunsets, man. Here's one for you here, courtesy of Google Talk Screen Share. We'll take you, folks, to the famous OB Pier here, the famous Ocean Beach Pier here in San Diego. Chris, there's nothing better, man, than me driving home and seeing a sunset like that. With that, back over to you.
Someone just tweeted, Giancarlo is so raw.
Yeah, no batter can touch him in baseball right now. Back to IG, folks. A photo here from @RefGirl, who shares a photo. She says, "This is my dude right here with hashtags of I love me some Sparky. Sparky, go Sparks. We are LA." And hey, Chris, Sean threw in the hashtag of SparksFam. How about that? We'll go there, courtesy of Google Talk Screen Share. All right, Chris. I know that I always mock you by saying Sparky would be your future job, Chris. There's Sean hanging out with Sparky at the block party yesterday. With that, man, back over to you.
Someone just tweeted, Matt Kemp, being number 1 on SportsCenter Top 10, beers on me.
Hey, too bad I didn't know that ahead of time. I would have had a beer, but I already had one earlier today at Ballast Point. Thanks for the late invite. Going back on IG, folks, getting quickly here once more. Chris, one photo from one of the 4 people who's on the Wall of Fame up here. That'd be Candace Wiggins, at Candace_D_Wiggins. She says, a Liberty win, hashtag season opener, WNBA at New York Liberty, and hashtag of NYC. Chris, we know that ice is a goofball off the floor, Chris, and this does not shock me, courtesy of Screen Share Chris, that she would go out and find someone and imitate the Statue of Liberty. With that, Chris, I'll do my best impersonation of it and toss it back over to you.
Someone just tweeted, I gave up.
All right, so I can kill my impersonation, but folks, here's my impersonation, by the way, in case you're wondering. Very dry, like my humor is anyway, so with that, we'll go back over on Twitter, folks, real quick, again, to see what's going on right here. One quick tweet from Courtney Vandersloot on Twitter, at Sloot22. She says, good win, quick turnaround, Tulsa tomorrow. With that, Chris, back over to you.
My other favorite girl from Cal, now with the Minnesota Lynx, the tweets. The crowd was amazing. It gave me chills. Very proud of my team. Quick turnaround on the next. Hashtag Lost Lynx Nation. Hashtag we're with us.
All right, with that, Chris, heading back over to Twitter, seeing some more post-game reaction from a few people on Twitter. Not much else happening here right now. Chris, we have one photo from Swin Cash on Instagram, her handle at Swin Cash, and her photo reads, opening night never gets old, hashtag blessed, solid win at New York Liberty, now on to DC, hashtag of team we grind and stand for Liberty, and thanks to at ACBABRAIA and at Damaris0430 for coming out to support hashtag family love. And with that, Chris, we will go there. I think we'll go there, courtesy of Google Talk Screen Share, or I guess not. Right, here we go. I'm trying to get there, folks. It looks like I've got a minor glitch over here trying to get to the screen share, so I guess, all right, maybe we'll leave that one behind, Chris. We'll show that later. With that, man, we'll go back over to you.
So tweet. Gully Sparks, hashtag lavender.
All right, we'll go back over here, folks. We'll go back where we're going to, folks, I'm going to try to reshare that photo I brought up about from Swin Cash again. Something did not go right, switching from the social media platform back to the Hangout here. So let me go back and refine the photo once more, and we can reshare that before I share my next thing. Real quick, I just saw it here. So here we go. All right, now it's right here. Okay, Chris, here's the photo I was going to share before my computer kind of had a hiccup there. From Swin Cash on IG, showing off the shades, the jersey, the fam, and the b-ball shoes. So now we'll go back over here once more because I get a double possession here to kind of get that computer problem fixed briefly. We're going to go back over to Twitter once more real quick. We're just seeing what's going on right now at this point in time. Not much else happening here, as we know very well. One quick tweet from Sue Favor at Hoopism. She tweeted, "Dear other Comets fans, yes, we already know Brittany Boyd is a hell of a baller and special. Glad you do know glad you do now too. Love Pac-12 fans." With that, Chris, back over to you.
Someone tweeted, "Can't wait for tomorrow at Ellie Sparks."
Yep, we are getting there, folks, ever so slowly but surely. Getting there ever so close. Chris, one photo here from at Alex_Curry, who shares a photo saying, "Dare to be a statue in the entrance for 2 minutes, ... Challenge accepted with hashtag of be the statue." We'll go there courtesy of Google Talk Screen Share. And, of course, Chris, Alex Curry, one of our favorite Fox Sports West analysts, doing her best statue impersonation. So, Chris, I know I already did my impersonation of a statue. With that, man, back over to you.
Crystal just tweeted again. Today has been crazy. Life is crazy.
Yeah, Chris. This difficult journey we call life, Chris, has ups and downs, lefts and rights, and you go north, south, east, and west quite often. And I can totally concur with that with Crystal Thomas. One quick tweet here from at RHCP fans. They tweet the phrase "Hear me when I'm calling you" is from the song "The Righteous and the Wicked," one of my favorite songs by the Chili Peppers. Chris, back over to you.
Someone tweet, all I know is ... my hangover is going to suck tomorrow ...
Was it?
Chris, that is why I only have one beer, and that is it. I don't want to have one of those in the morning, and I'm already dealing with a summer with like the summer cold already here with my allergies. So already dealing with that nonsense. I don't need to have a hangover on top of that as well. All right, back over to IG, folks, seeing what else is occurring here. One photo from at Annika Golfs, who shares a photo saying, "Take me back to hashtag Nashville," and she's saying hashtag going out with my boots soon. We'll go there courtesy of Google Talk Screen Share. All right, Chris. Now, Chris, we know, man, that Nashville, Tennessee is the country music capital of the world. I only say that because I work at a country station. So, Chris, in your mind, what is the one U.S. city you've always wanted to go to, and why?
I don't know. New York City.
Yeah, well, Chris, I'm going to beat you there, though, in September when I go to New York for the Liberty game against the Sky. Chris, I basically have done all of them. I've done all of California. I've done Seattle. I've done Vegas. I've done Phoenix. Shout out to the Nets, by the way, and the other X Factor down there in Phoenix with that win the night, and, of course, the rings, of course, as well. Chris, if I had to pick one U.S. city, though, man, I mean, I don't know if I can really pick one. I mean, I've gone to all of them, you know, basically all of them. But, Chris, the one I will say, though, man, I don't know if it's going to get me very, very far, but I do want to go visit either Detroit and or Minneapolis, Minnesota, because I've always wanted to go to those two spots in that point in time. So, Chris, with that, back over to you.
Someone just tweeted, hook me up on a hot date.
Yeah, Chris, the hot date is next Sunday, in case that person would know, Chris. Tweet back, hot date next Sunday, Staples Center, 2 o'clock p.m., hashtag 365 meet and greet. That sounds like a good idea for me. One photo here from Josh U. Wolf, who shares a photo saying, "Free donuts." We'll go there courtesy of Google Talk Screen Share. Of course, Chris, with today, man, being National Donut Day, Chris. Look at the line at Krispy Kreme Donuts here in San Diego, Chris, with KLO and a few of my friends, Chris, getting some free donuts. And like I posted today, Chris, why only have one? We can have a whole box like I did today. Back over to you.
Someone just tweeted, so attractive when someone is responsible.
Yeah, Chris, and I think you'd say that about me, because I'm a very responsible person. I think everyone would say that about me, perhaps, but I don't know. Back over on Twitter, drought. Nothing has been coming across the feeds here at all. Going back on Instagram, Ben, since it's been, as we know, it's been a bit dry over here, too. Chris, a photo here from at Timmy Stomble, who says, I mean, why wouldn't you do this to your car? Hashtags of life goals, living that YOLO life, and hashtag bro for show. Chris, okay, man, I've seen a lot of pimped out cars in my life, man. Never before have I seen a pimped out limo. We'll go there courtesy of Google Talk Screen Share. Chris, who in the hell does this to a limo? Good Lord. Monster truck wheels? Woo! That's one pretty loud, pretty sweet, but loud ride. Chris, back over to you.
Alright, I can't win. Someone just tweeted. Is it July 26th yet?
Oh, let me see, Chris. I'll be in Phoenix on July 26th. I don't know why you're looking forward to me being there to watch the Kiss Loose of the Arizona Rattlers. I don't know why. I just don't get why, nor do I really care to go to Phoenix, but mean, if it's free tickets to a Mercury game or Rattlers game, I'll definitely take it. With that, we'll go back over, folks, to Instagram once more again. Boy, oh boy, everything is just dry tonight. Good grief. Chris, one photo here from at sandiego.city. They share a photo saying photo by at black dot monochrome. We'll go there courtesy of Google Talk Screen Share. Now, Chris, even though I've lived in San Diego, Chris, for 21 years, I do not know what part of my town this is in, Chris. We'll go there, though, courtesy of Google Talk Screen Share. Because obviously it's got to be somewhere where we have Chinatown, and I don't ever recall having Chinatown here in San Diego, but that's still a cool shot. Back over to you.
Someone on Instagram posted a photo that got it. Maybe. Yeah, my sweet boy.
Yep, National Puppy Day every day for all of us folks here. One photo from IG from at McCautry. Angel shares a photo saying thanks at Daily K News and Mama J for supporting us tonight in New York. We'll go there courtesy of Google Talk Screen Share. Of course, Chris, I love seeing players hanging out with their friends and family after a game. Here's Angel and her family hanging out after the game in New York. Of course, Chris, looks nice. Back over to you in the last 3 minutes of the program.
Looking out. Someone just tweeted, I miss going bowling.
Yeah, I kind of miss seeing the bowling vids too, man, but, you know, kind of is what it is, sadly, at the end of the day. Looking across IG, still not a whole lot going on. Chris, a photo here from at JD2cent. Here's a photo saying chilling with the little Goonie. We'll go there courtesy of Google Talk Screen Share. Of course, Chris JD is a great producer for Time Warner Cable Sportsnet. Chris, look at how adorable father-son is, man. You got to love seeing this. I know I love seeing it, Chris, when I see my brother and his daughter interacting like this, Chris. Great to see with that, man. Back over to you.
So is it? Oh no, here we go again. Oh, not this again. Someone just had a tweet again with that rook now. Crown.
Yeah, and Chris, you know what? Just stop. We're not even gonna deal with it, man. We're gonna put you. Yeah, that's yeah, Chris. I'm sorry, man, but that is the mute button right there again for bringing that up once more again. TMI, man. Enough. Going back on Instagram, folks. A photo here from @big_earn_909 who shares a photo saying, "You must take every precaution on protecting your beer. Safety first. Big Earn safety tip number 2." We'll go there courtesy of Google Talk Screen Share. Okay, Chris. I mean, I know, man, it's one deal that we love to party and have good beer or adult or alcohol beverages, Chris, but really, man, you have to go this far as to like protecting your beer like it's a small foreign child. We're really going there now with buckling it up like it's a little kid. Back over to you.
Someone just tweeted, "Good night."
Well, Chris, it's not good night yet. We do have one more show to come up here, but of course, folks, we have one more photo here, or I should say one more video, I should say. And of course, folks, if you missed this video at the top of our first show, again, folks, a very, very heartwarming, inspiring, uplifting, very almost a very emotional scene tonight, again, at U.S. Airways Center in Phoenix, Arizona. Of course, folks, the Mercury, of course, raising the banner for the 2014 WNBA Championship, and, of course, all the players getting their rings. But, of course, folks, Laurel J. Ritchie goes one step further and gives a very young, deserving fan, of course, Mia, their 12-year-old honorary coach, again, who battles rare bone marrow failure, again, which is a disorder that, of course, affects her bloodstream. And, of course, folks, this magical moment happened to Mia tonight at U.S. Airways Center, folks. We'll take you there again, courtesy of Google Talk Screen Share. Here you go. Of course, Chris, I know, man, that you're not supposed to self-promote, Chris. I will mute myself out of that common rule here in a second, but Chris, again, man, that is by far a very uplifting story, Chris. Again, man, of how a young girl battles such a a very, very deadly, a very rare disease, Chris, again, that again affects her bloodstream, Chris, and again to have the Mercury go out of their way, Chris, to have to of course, make this Make-A-Wish come true from the Phoenix area Make-A-Wish Foundation, and of course, just to put her on the coaching staff, and of course, to treat her, Chris, like she probably, Chris, didn't want to be treated like a player on the roster where she got the ring, Chris. But again, I still cannot say enough great things about how well and how great that was, Chris. Again, it made me tear up again earlier tonight, seeing the video from Ben York, a good connection of mine from the Mercury, Chris, to see this go through, man. Any last thoughts about seeing that tonight as I do put myself on mute for you?
Just hate it. They just love it so much.
As we know, Chris, that was very great to see. And again, always praying, folks, for Mia. As we know, there's, as I said, folks, you may not root for a team, but when you see a story like that, you have a soft spot in your heart. You open your heart up and you let that story in, and you keep it in there. Basically, folks, for forever. And I know that as much as I do not like the Mercury as a franchise, but of course, loving Diana Taurasi as a player and seeing that happen tonight, but also on the other side of the fence, though, as a professional announcer, seeing that story, folks, not only made me choke up and get a bit emotional, but again, see a pro franchise make a young person's wish or dream come true in that capacity. Again, much applause for the Mercury franchise for making and allowing that to happen tonight down there at the U.S. Airways Center. With that, folks, final timeout. One final show, folks, coming up next. We will preview the 2015 Sparks season up next right here on LAS 365, so please do not go away.